Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Diamond Painting and Stitching with Laura. And tonight I thought we'd do something different. I have several coloring books, so I didn't invest in new coloring books. I thought we'd do something different tonight. I got this set of permanent markers and they are by Shuttle Art, and that's the name of the store that I got them from. I thought I was getting, what do you call them? Oh, the ones, what are they called? Sharpies. But, no, another case of Laura didn't read. But these are all supposed to be fine tipped. So I thought that I would color for a little bit. Do something a little different. Everybody seems to be into coloring this week or this month. I guess it's a summer thing to do. And so I picked this picture. Let me see if I can get you up high and whoops, sorry. High enough. You've got 3 fish here, and then up at the top you have a frog on lily pads, and then this is supposed to be under the water. So I thought, well, hell, we'll just go for it, right? I mean, how hard can it be? I haven't colored with markers, and I have no idea, but I prefer using the permanent markers instead of colored pencils. Why? Because I like the colors are bolder, and I don't do a lot of shading. You know, I just color in things. I guess everybody colors different, you know. I mean, if you're into doing all the coloring and the shading and all that, no, not so much. I just want it to be a picture when it's done. Um, I usually take this when my daughter and I go on road trips because I get a little anxious in the car. She drives, you know, but that has nothing to do with my anxiety. No. Actually, she's a really good driver, and she's gotten us to Cheyenne and back home twice, so I think she's doing pretty dang good. And when my kids were, let's see, my son was 18 and my daughter was 16, we struck out for from Colorado to go to Missouri. And see if I can get these out. There's 48 markers in this, so I thought, well, we'll just use this. But anyway, we struck out in 3 separate vehicles. My son was driving a pickup truck, and I was driving a, what is it called? Chevy Impala, loaded to the gills. Now my son was hauling the 4x8, what do you call it? Trailer behind the pickup truck. My daughter was driving this Pinto that looked like somebody had burned it from the outside in, but she had to bring it. So we drove from Colorado to Columbia, Missouri, and about, less than 100 miles. Oh, no, maybe 100 miles before we ever got to Missouri, her car gave out. I think it was the alternator that gave out. We tried to push start it a couple of times, and that didn't work. So, yeah, we ended up leaving it on the side of the road and never went back. But it was a car she had gotten for free, but I know it's the point. She wanted to bring it, but that didn't work out for us. So it took us 24 hours to drive from, actually from where I'm living right now, from Buena Vista, Colorado to Columbia, Missouri. And yeah, in 3 separate cars. Everybody had their own insurance. Oh yeah, it was special. So yeah, that was a road trip to remember. So I was driving my own vehicle, so I didn't get to color on that exposition. But normally when I go with my daughter, she's the one that's doing the driving, and I'm taking care of the grandkids, if you will. And so even when I moved out here, I didn't have much space because I was staying at my daughter's in a motorhome, and I couldn't set up my acrylic paints. There just was no room, so I invested in about 40 different coloring books, so you can understand kind of why I didn't buy any new ones for this little expedition. But I thought it'd kind of break up the monotony of all of our stuff that I keep doing, and just needed something different to do. I know, like I need a new project, like I need a hole in the head. But everybody seems to be coloring this month, so we'll just color. When I was a small child, they could give me a new box of crayons and probably a 10-cent coloring book, and I'd be good for all day. You just set me down in the corner with that box of crayons, and I didn't bother anybody the rest of the day, because I loved to color when I was little, but I kind of got away from it. And if I do it too much, it kind of bothers my hands. But I thought we could do that today. Instead of doing the stitching and everything else, I worked for a little bit longer on that peacock, cross stitch that I had. And I came to a lot of realizations, while I was there. Dagnabbit. I did put a piece of acrylic painting paper underneath this. I just happened to have it. I probably got watercolor paper, like Stitcherista used, if I went and looked really hard, but I wasn't into it. And I had moved all of my my other arts and crafts, like mixed media stuff. So everything is in frickin' boxes, so I couldn't find the big stack of these, like I said, that I had. I'm not coloring in the lines real well. I didn't know how well this was going to go, so, yeah, Whoops. Dagnabbit. Hang in there. I like this. They do snap when you shut them. So hopefully they'll last. I mean, the last time I bought markers was probably about 2.5 years ago, and I figured they'd be pretty much dried up by now. So, I had just bought, or not just, 2 or 3 years ago, when I moved here, I bought a new, a new set of markers from Amazon, and it was a great big huge, it was like some kind of anniversary set of colored markers. So I think there was like 60 or 80 in there. But and it was nice, I used it a lot, so it's not like I didn't get the good out of it. And I hadn't bought any markers since. I mean, I've always bought black markers because I was using them in the arts and crafts stuff and everything, so. I'm just choosing colors randomly. That's kind of the way I color. I just kind of go with what I feel like, and don't really, I could just stay in the lines. Like I said, it's been a while since I've done this kind of detail work, so. Oh well. We will see. Thought before I got too much color there, I'd put this yellow in. I don't know. I don't have to explain it. It's all kind of self-explanatory here. But thought I'd see how this video went, and I might do it again. See, I didn't get no lines there. Oh well. But it's kind of fun to color every once in a while, I guess. I don't drag out the paints even until the grandkids show up and go, "Can we buy the blank paint?" Yeah. It's like an hour experience, and then they're done for a while. Let's see, what do I want? Oh, let's use a, well, and I'm getting these all out of shape. There's no color name on any of these, so, but I usually try to buy high-grade markers. Oh, I'm not going into the Faber-Castells, but those are the best, but they're acrylic paint. I even have acrylic paint markers, but I never used them. And the Posca pens, they're acrylic paint too, but I don't use them. I thought I needed them, so I bought, you know, like black and white, the colors that I would use for, these aren't real fine tipped, but I figured for this little experiment, oops, where did that orange go? Oh, we got that fish done. Woohoo! We be styling now. Let's see what color. I guess we'll just color his little eye in. There we go. Oh crap, I see a fin. Guess we're gonna have to do that in pink. Maybe? I don't know. And I got out when I decided I was gonna do this. This is one of the books, and I got it, I don't know, where did I get this? Probably Walmart. It says Penny Press at the bottom, and it was $8. But you can see I've been into this. It has little sayings there, and see, it goes right through. But I'll show you one that I have colored part of. Oh, you can't see, can you? Gosh darn it. Man, I'm really hating this. Alright. Back it up. And I'll just, oh, fall down. Yep. So they're giraffes. But I just paint it well, or I color it well. That must have been something I was working on. I don't see any others. And this is called Living Colors, and it's just animals and flowers and stuff like that. I prefer the bigger ones. There's even a panda bear. And then I do have some of these. I think I got these at like the dollar store. But they're really fine. And they're only $1, you know, you pick them up, and sometimes, whoops, missed a whole bunch. These are like birds. What did it call? Color Creations. Don't see. Doesn't say case specifically, but this one was all like birds and butterflies and bugs. I thought that was interesting. And here's another one. And they were just, you know, right to put in my travel stuff, you know, when we were going to Cheyenne. But see how small and tiny the spaces are? Oh my god, yeah, that's like a nightmare to do in the car. So that didn't work out, but if I find the others, I'll show you. It's not a big deal. me see if I can get you back in focus here. Come down a little bit, and I'll move you. It's so much easier to do this than, whoops, dagnabbit. Okay, lid, where did you go? Oh, hang on, guys. It changed directions on me again. Silly thing. Okay, let's see, what colors? Well, the only thing I don't like about this thing, maybe, I don't think it won't come out of there. So, yeah, how special is that? But you know me and my koi fish. I gotta have my koi. I just love them. I bought some one time and they were about, oh, I gotta see, I don't know what that goes to over there, so I guess it's his other fin. How does he have 3 fins? And they were about, oh, maybe, what is that, 1.5 inches? Yeah, they lived 2 days. Because if I wanted one that was about 6 or 8 inches long, they were $20 a piece at this pet store. So, yeah. Oh, God. I am really tired of coughing. And these things kind of, they smell like permanent markers, but I'm just not used to them. But they color really nice, you know, for not being Sharpies. Like I said, there's lots of colors. Let's see here. Looking for turquoise. Well, that might not be. Color I want. Trying to stay in the lines, but it's not working really well. I at one time got some of those really fine point markers, and they were like $40, you know, for the ultra fine. But these will do for right now. I don't have to go out and buy 15 different kinds of new markers, because I know I'll never use them. You know, I just wanted to do something different today. I mean, totally different. I'm not sick of diamond painting, and I'm not sick of stitching. I just, yeah, we just need to look at something else. I know, I got spoiled with that unbagging I did for 2 days, and like, okay, well, that didn't, I don't know, when I order stuff, it just doesn't work out. It's like everything either shows up all at one time, or like the, what do you call those things? The special drill ones, one at a time. It took 3 weeks for that whole order of 4 or 5 that I bought. And I was like, okay, this is not working either, so I just don't pick and choose well. But I just thought they were pretty, so they're there to do. But, and it's something different. We're going to need something to do in the middle of the winter time when the snow is flying and I don't feel like driving anywhere but home. Oh, that was kind of the wrong choice, wasn't it? You can't, kind of can see the shading there. But, oh Lord, I'm looking at everything like a frickin' diamond painting. Sad, 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 sad. Let's see, where's that purple? And then sometimes I choose the wrong color, like this one. It's almost too dark, but we'll see how it turns out. You know, this is harder than it looks. And I stopped screaming at my kids and my grandkids for not coloring in the lines because Grandma can't get it done either. It was a busy day today. And it was just me, a driver, and another guy who can work inside. He can't cook, but he can answer the phone and cut the crazy pizzas, so I'm not complaining. Okay, I gotta move you just a little bit. Yeah, but yeah, it's kind of coming through the... Whoops. Did I go too far? Sorry about that. My bad. I was running out of space to color with. And then I was having to reach my bad poor shoulder. See, that's what gets me in trouble every time, is my shoulder just kills me. That's why I like the stitching part, because I can sit on the couch and do it. I mean, I do it for a video, but that's short spurts. But I don't know. I'm kind of overbuying for a while. Wait till next payday and see what I need or want to get. I was watching Caroline, is it Caroline Worthington? I'm so sorry, sweetie, if I get your name wrong. But she was making, what do you call it? Page minders? And I got to thinking, you know, in my little bag of tricks of my stuff that was, hang on, I have to concentrate here. I'm trying to get around this little edge here so that I can stop. Needle, crap, not needle minders. I mean, you could. I mean, as powerful as those magnets are. What was I saying? Oh my God. It's been that kind of a day, guys. Really, really, really has been one of those days. Oh, sorry. Did I get you again? Okay. Just trying to move it up so you can keep watching. In my bag of mixed media stuff, I have some of those steampunk gears that I bought and I never used because I thought they were too heavy. They were made out of real metal, but it wasn't like they were made out of aluminum, you know what I mean? So you had to put them on something pretty heavy and substantial. And so I never used them. But I thought they would make really good needle minders or page minders or whatever the hell they're called. And then I went to Amazon and I looked up magnets. So you can get the magnets for between, say, $8 and $10. And I have E6000 glue. So I don't know. I may come up with something, but and may make some of those. But we'll just see. And I also have some clear glass. We'll call them pebbles. Some of them are an inch in diameter, and some are 2 inches. My daughter got them for me because I was going to make cabochons, you know, like a necklace. And so some of them are about, as big as a $50 maybe. And I never used those. I have some rocks too that I was going to paint with, what do you call it, fluorescent paint, and put out in the garden. Have I done that? No. So I still got the fluorescent paint, but I was full of ideas last year, boy. I was just spending left and right on frickin' Amazon for all kinds of mixed media stuff. And about October, after I collected all that crap, yeah, I found diamond painting, and the whole party shifted. So I need, these colors are kind of pretty. Make sure you're still in the... Oops. Coming this way. I decided I needed to color his head in. And I like that when you get real close to another color, it really doesn't bleed together unless you spend a whole bunch of time. Sometimes those, what do you call it? The Sharpie ones, they're so saturated that they get right next to it, and you're moving the other color around. But other than that, I love Sharpie. I mean, it's been an excellent product. I mean, I had another whole set of those a long time ago, and they lasted me, God, 3 or 4 years, so at least 2 to 3, you know, because I was using them all the time. But so I got my money's worth. Okay, hang on, we're gonna move to the tail again. Can't reach that far. I don't know how much of this will get done, but till my shoulder gives out here. And maybe I'll just set this aside and I'll do another one and we'll work on another part of it. But this isn't something I can sit down and do anymore, like for hours upon hours. I mean, I was doing this non-stop from the time I'd get home from work till midnight when I'd go to bed, and now, not so much. Because I got 4 other things that I need to do. So, yike. Sorry. Had to kind of shift you there to come from a different direction. I'm not doing so great on staying in the lines, but it'll do. It'll do. I might find that I like this again. Who knows? I mean, hell, I bought the markers, so what the heck? We will just go for it. Now, what color shall we do this guy? I know. Are you guys screaming colors? I can't hear you. Scream louder. Now, let's see here. There's a lot of nice, pretty shades. Once again, this is a store that I've never bought from. And just needed some markers. I thought it was going to be a quick thing, and it was. Bam, 20 bucks gone. But it wasn't wasted. I'm happy I got them. And I thought I was going to get them on Monday, and I think they had shoved everything into my mailbox, all the ones that came in a bag, and I think it fell out, and so I didn't get it until today because they left me a card. I had to pick it up at the counter. So, you know, it's like, God, can't you people just pick it up off the floor and put it back into my box? Oh, hell no. They had to make a big old stupid production about it. I was like, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay, let's see what color. Now let's go with this. This looks interesting. So maybe I'll try to make some of those page minder things. I don't know what I'll do with them. My daughter can sell them on eBay, or I can just use them personally. I just wanted to see if it was going to actually turn out, you know. Looking for... Nope, nope, nope. Is there no light blue? I used that other blue, and or purple, and it was kind of dark. I guess it finally bled into the paper so that you could see the lines. Whoops. I also like the ones that are mandalas. I've got 2 or 3 of those somewhere. Like I said, there is an entire stack. They're all having a good time together, because I wasn't into digging through boxes, but we will see. I'm trying to save the green so that I can use it in the background, but so maybe next time I'll do a mandala or something. I like them, and I like, oh, sometimes, what do you call it? Geometrical, yeah, shapes. Whew, telling you. Some days I just cannot talk. I have thought too much today. I probably did over 150 pizzas today, and I just fried. And right at the end, about 4 o'clock, we had 22 of them going out to one place, and I had to coordinate all that and get it all together so that we could get it in, because our driver had to go take them somewhere. But geez, thought we were never going to get done today. It was just kind of an odd day. I had plenty of time to get my work done, and I was like, some days drag on forever. Okay, what other colors do we have here? I just love how vibrant these are. And it's so easy, it's effortless. And it's easy on my shoulder, usually, you know. Today, my shoulder, of course, is tired, but pencils, it takes you forever to get the color, you know, down. I don't know which one this is, but we're going to go with it. But it'll do for this time. Maybe I have something better than fish to color. But I had one that was all like flowers, and they had, you know, this center, and then you had to fill in the dots and everything different. I mean, it wasn't real small or anything. It was okay, but I kind of like those. But you kind of run out of colors by the time you get from the middle, about halfway out, and it's different. And then I found these that actually had, you know, real shapes. I mean, you could tell what it was. I mean, it wasn't just a design pattern, you know, like on material or something, if you will. I don't know how else to explain it. But these are at least animals of some kind. Something to go forward with. You can see that yellow. Didn't want to go real dark. Yes, it's, yeah, it is a yellow. And you don't want to get too much on that black line, or it starts moving too. So I tried to be real easy. And then I've gotten some that were actually like newsprint. Oh, they were horrible. Just horrible. I mean, so you get what you pay for, basically, but I can't see, I mean, $7 or $8, I mean, I better be using this puppy for a while, you know, as far as a coloring book, and doing a lot of coloring in it. I think the most I ever paid for one of the color books, I think it was like 13 or 14 bucks. And I was not a happy camper. Whoops, almost knocked the whole thing over again. Boy, these are way out of. They're going to be out of whack. I doubt if I'll ever get them back where they need to be. Or the way they were. I should have taken a picture. Whoops. There I go again. Getting out of the lines. I've never used straight acrylic paint on these. Just never felt the need. It's pretty opaque unless you use different kind. I suppose you could use watercolor, I mean, if you were really inclined to, but I even got some of those Arteza, I think that's the name of it. I can't remember. I can see the name. I know it begins with an A and ends with an A. Watercolor pens, and you put water in the top part of them, and then the bottom part is a brush. Yeah, those were kind of spendy. They were like, I think I got 24 of them for $50. Yeah. And I didn't like the way they colored. So. Yeah, see, I've wasted some money here and there. I think on my day off, I'm going to go to the, what do you call it, the fabric place, and see if I can take those colors for those cross stitches. Especially that, what do you call it? Oh, that sampler. And it's kind of hard to talk paint or stitching when I'm coloring here. And see if I can match the DMC colors to them. They were just the dullest things I've ever seen. I was just so disappointed. So, let's use this orange. Well, that's kind of clashy, ain't it? Some days I'm not paying attention. But they're bright and colorful. Just like I like things. Bright and colorful and cheery. I hate drab. I mean, those drab colors in that DMC thing, they were just lifeless. And it's amazing to me. Just amazing, the difference in the quality, you know. And it really doesn't matter how much you spend. I mean, I spent $10 on one, and horrible quality. I spent $25 on that great big huge thing, and the thread and the thread, the pattern, and the material that you sew on, top notch. So go figure. I just don't get it. Okay, guys, well, I think that's going to be it for now. Thank you for joining me. If you like me doing this and you want me to do it more, let me know in the comments section. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And please hit the bell. And that way you'll know when my next video comes out. Y'all have a good evening. God bless. Goodbye.